We've talked before about the concept of healing as a lifelong journey to wholeness.
Yes, and the idea is that life takes its toll in many ways, including the loss of parts of your soul from painful experiences.
So various techniques have been developed to help restore that wholeness.
And one of them is called soul retrieval.
We each come in as a full being, and as we move through our life, we lose little parts of our energy. We kind of leave energy in different places.
Therese Bonney is a body worker and shamanic practitioner of soul retrieval, a technique designed to restore our life force to its energetic wholeness.
Usually people come to see me for soul retrieval work because they don't feel whole. Sometimes your first love, you're really attached, you never quite get over your first love. You leave a little bit of energy there, sometimes in trauma, illnesses. We just kind of have little places where we drop our energy. And for soul retrieval, it is about going and collecting all of our energy back and really having a full sense of our true self.
In restoring that sense of our true self, Therese and other soul retrieval practitioners use shamanic practices based on the ways of indigenous people.
I will use a drum or rattle, depending on what I'm called to do. And everything vibrates at a certain rate. Again, that's just scientific. And at a certain rate, you can go into a theta state, which is like a meditative state. And so that just makes you go into a deeper sense of yourself, so that you have more awareness, you have more connection with your own true wisdom.
Therese is one of a number of soul retrieval practitioners across the U.S. whose work is connected to the cross-cultural wisdom of Sandra Ingerman, author of 8 books and acclaimed for bringing ancient healing methods into modern culture. Business consultant Kate Powers has used soul retrieval in her healing quest. She says it's especially useful in today's turbulent times.
So much of what we see in the world, whether it's economic or environmental or even just happening culturally or racially, is because people have given away their power. They've leaked energy out from trauma or whatever, and they're not complete in of themselves. They're also not making decisions in a way or taking actions in a way that are necessarily win-win for everybody.
Kate's experience in working with Therese and soul retrieval is much more than theoretical. In her case, it helped deal with digestive issues linked to being accidentally hit in the head with a baseball bat when she was a first grader.
A part of me did leave. When that happened, there was a belief that I also formed during that time that said, I'm going to get hurt. And that's how I started approaching life. So when we went back and did that soul retrieval and she brought that part back, I would say within about 2 days, my digestion completely evened out.
Kate Brickley began going to Therese 15 years ago for work on her physical body. 6 years ago, they started working on Kate's emotional body.
I tend to be a victim of my own nervous system, which tells me lots of stories and gets me all wound up and throws me off center. The work that she does as a shamanic practitioner is one of the most efficient and practical ways that I've ever found to help me get out of my own way, to help me stop telling the stories, get out of my mind, get out of the shoulds and the coulds and all the family messages that we all have. It beats any talk therapy I've ever done, and coming from the baby boomer generation, I've done quite a bit, as I imagine a lot of people have, so yeah.
Therese says soul retrieval can help us all create a better reality for ourselves.
If you have chaos inside of you, then chaos is going to manifest outside of you. If you have peace inside of you, peace is going to manifest outside of you, and everything in between. And it's your choice. Everything that happens, I'm not saying it's your choice to get cancer. I'm saying it's your choice to respond to what you do if you get cancer. I'm not saying it's your choice to get in a car accident. I'm saying it's your choice to respond to what you do if this happens. And it's a ride. It's always a ride. It's not like everybody needs to be sweetness and light and nothing ever goes wrong. If you get angry, you get angry. You need to feel your feeling. You need to express that energy, but you don't need to send that energy anywhere. It's one thing to just feel it, acknowledge it, deal with it. It's another to spread it out into the world. People are beginning to realize, maybe I could make a difference. Maybe I could be different, and if I was different, maybe everything else would be different.
It looked like Teresa was doing something very different.
She was. I've been impressed with Teresa Bonnie's work for years. It's very deep and it's very transformative. And it's another reminder of how when we begin to heal ourselves, the planet also benefits. And I like that idea. And the good news is Teresa isn't the only one doing that type of work.